Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about how I got from this beautiful little basic bare bones Clip Studio doll to the thotty hunk himself, Mortimer Goth. Yes, I drew a man. Why? Well, I wanted to pick the hardest thing possible so that I could show you guys how I go about doing my absolute favorite thing in digital art, which is cheating. What I mean by cheating is using the tools that are given to me in an art program. So, like, if, I'm trying to draw a straight line, I'll maybe use a ruler tool, or I might, just use the literal line tool that they have in Clip Studio. But something that I see a lot of people talk about, and I have a friend that jokes about it as well. They will joke or be totally serious about digital art being cheating, because you can just, like how I'm doing in this video, I just straight up take a 3D model of a man and I pose it and I put it on a 3D model of a chair, and I literally just start tracing over this doll man. I just do it. No one stopped me. I didn't go to jail. I'm free. I'm just, sitting in my comfortable little chair, and I'm thriving. I don't know. It's something that I feel like younger artists kind of worry about. Well, I don't think younger artists worry about it. I know younger artists worry about it, and not even just younger artists, because I sometimes have these moments too where I'm like, should I use this doll? Should I go grab a reference? Should I trace over this like hand or whatever? But I should and you should. I wanted to pick something that was maybe like the hardest thing for me to draw, which is literally a man. And I picked Mortimer Goth because I don't know what I'm going through right now, but for the past couple of weeks, I've been staying up until, no exaggeration, about 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, because there's this like Sims multiplayer mod, and there's just been a lot of drama and just activity, and it's been a wild ride in my fictional life. Back to the drawing. I want to go ahead and say that if Clip Studio, if you're watching this, please sponsor me, or send me, something small, like a new tablet, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time mostly talking about Clip Studio specific assets that I use, because I don't use any other programs. But I'm sure that these assets can be used, or you can find assets for whatever programs that you use. I don't think that it would be like too difficult. Like, I think a lot of people post free 3D models, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, the first thing that I use in Clip Studio, like in this video, is obviously the 3D models. And I like them because you can do a lot of customization with them. You can change like the poses of their bodies. You can change the poses of their hands all the way down to like the fingers. You can change the shape of the bodies, the height, the weight, just all kinds of things. And I really like going on the Clip Studio store because you can download poses, and they definitely got some poses. I also use, again, it's on the Clip Studio store, a chair. It's just like a little chair, and you'll see me do it later on in the video. I don't even bother lining over the chair. I just use the extract line tool that's in Clip Studio. So again, like, these are like shortcuts and quote unquote cheats that I took, because I think this whole process maybe took me from start to finish, I want to say it was maybe 2 hours, maybe a little bit less than that. And I can guarantee that if I did this without, I would have just given up on the drawing, and this video would not exist. Because, I don't know, Mortimer, I love you so much, but this may literally be the last man that I draw for free. It was rough, y'all. I felt like I was in jail, like, for real. I was in pain trying to draw this dude. But I pushed through because I knew I had some cheats in my back pocket that I could pull out, and I could pull through this, and I knew that I was strong enough, and I did it. So anyway, Some other things that I use during this drawing process is the heavenly, wonderful Liquify tool that's sort of a new addition to Clip Studio. And it truly saves my life. I love it so much. And it's another one of those things. It's like when you see somebody use it, my friend will be like, oh my God, digital art is cheating. But, deal with it. And I can't stop. I'm like looking at the drawing because like at some point he starts to look like Freddie Mercury and I can't get it out of my head. I'm trying to think of other things that I used because there are just things that I highly recommend. And if I remember to do so, I'll I'll link them in the description, because there's another tool that I use for flatting. Clip Studio has a tool built in where you just like circle a huge area and then it'll just color in the lines. But I think the one that's on the Clip Studio store is like a little bit more accurate, and I like how it behaves a little bit more. So if I find it, I'll link it down below. But it's just little things like that help speed up this process. Back on like the subject of like calling it cheating, I think it's so odd because it's just a tool. It's something that helps you. It's like, would you call out like an architect for using a ruler, or would you call out the guy that's, replacing your floors or your roof for measuring things with a tape measure? Or like, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, we have these tools, we're supposed to use them, and I think that there's just this weird, I don't know if it's a stigma, if it's I don't know what it is, but it's like people believe that you have to like suffer or like do things the hard way because they did it the hard way. And it's like, no, I don't have to start sweating because you were sweating. Ew. And there's actually like this amazing artist. I don't know her name. I'm very new to her work, but I instantly loved what she had to say and how she works. She does a really nice webcomic, and I'll also link her Instagram below. She uses just as many tools as she can. Like in Clip Studio, there's like these like houses, like backgrounds that you can just throw onto a canvas, and then you can throw a tree onto the canvas, and you can throw rain onto the canvas. It's amazing. And then you instantly have a background for your story or whatever. I don't know. I just think that these cheats, quote unquote, and these assets that are just free to use, I just need everyone to eliminate every shred, ounce of guilt that you could possibly have for using a tool that is meant to get you from point A to point B to point C as smoothly as possible with minimal pain. I'm trying to think of what else I used in this, because it wasn't just the 3D body, the 3D chair, the like flatting tool. I believe there was one more thing. Hey y'all, so I remembered the thing that I was forgetting about. It was auto actions. Auto actions are exactly what it sounds like. It is an automatic action that you can record in Clip Studio. I don't know if other programs have it, but I used one that I found on the Clip Studio Tips Twitter, and I'll link that. And it was their iterative drawing auto action, which does it's like on your sketch layer, you finish your little beginning sketch, and then the auto action will blur the drawing, knock down the opacity, create a new layer, and then merge them so that you can immediately just draw on top of it and draw a cleaner sketch. And then you can click it again, and then it'll do the same thing over again. It'll blur, lower the opacity, and then create a new layer and merge. And you can do it as many times as you want until you get a clean enough sketch to where you want to just do your line art on top of it. And that's how I started this drawing. So I definitely recommend auto actions. If you have access to them, check them out. And we are back to the video. Mwah. Oh, there was like it was like a 3D asset of like a window or something like that. And I also, like at some point, I don't think I show it in the process, but I'll show it at the end when I show the actual image. I just like put it on the side and then threw some like a glow dodge airbrush over it, and then it, made it look light or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. This is just another one of those things that people complain about, or like are worried about, I should say, not complaining. That people are worried about all the time. Oh, and there's that argument that constantly surfaces about cheating, or not cheating, about tracing in art. And the only time that you should not trace is if you trace someone else's art and then you plan on like posting it somewhere. Like, don't ever do that, ever. That's really like the only rule in tracing. If you have a problem with a hand, take a picture of your hand, and if you're drawing digitally, paste that picture onto your canvas and then trace over it. I'm giving you permission to do that right now. I'm demanding you do that right now. But also, like, if you want to do more than that, if you can't get a facial expression right, just make that facial expression, get the correct angle, take a picture, and trace it. No one is going to know, and no one is going to care. People are not interested in the process. It does not matter. People are interested in the result. Don't like work yourself into a burnout or into a situation where you're physically hurting yourself. Injuring your hand because you're just doing things over and over and over again for hours, when you could just make it as simple as possible, when you could just take a picture, when you could just Google a reference and then trace an object. Like if you are drawing somebody playing PlayStation, Google a PlayStation controller right now and trace it. There's no reason for you to have to sit here for hours and do something when it could take you 2 minutes, you know? So as far as that goes, I need you to trace things more. I do, because I don't know. I have like professional artist friends that have face modeled the entirety of like a series of drawings that they've made. Everyone does it. No one cares about the process. As long as you aren't stealing from someone else, just do it. Just do it. Please do it. Because again, like, these tools are here to help you do things quicker and just more efficiently. And I don't know about you, like, I just do not subscribe to that idea that you have to just be suffering the whole time. Like, you have to do it the way that everyone else has done it. You have to draw it over and over again. If you don't get it, you need to go back and study. That's crazy. I just firmly believe and support the idea that you just take as many shortcuts, use as many tools, use as many assets, take as many reference pictures as you possibly can to get your stuff done. Okay? As I said, anything important, I'll go ahead and link below. So go ahead and check that out. And thank you guys so much for the support here, as well as Twitter and Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. Like, I just, I kind of just do these on a whim. Though I know that I want to do them like consistently. I just do them when I'm, feeling up to it. I don't want to force myself to do anything, of course, but I do have another idea for another video coming up. And, but yeah, please look forward to more videos. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like the video if you liked it. It lets me know that I've done good. Leave a comment if you'd like. If you have any questions or any suggestions for anything that you feel like I should talk about in the future, go ahead and drop it down below. I'll check it out. And subscribe to the channel so that you can, be aware of when I post my next video. Maybe. I don't really know how the algorithm works here. I think they may be actually suppressing me all over the internet. I don't think anybody can see anything that I do. Oh, I guess they have the little bell. So if you don't mind phone notifications, go ahead and click the little bell and it'll tell you next time that I post. So thanks again. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.